Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, I need you to lock in. I'm the lead content architect here at WisePlex, and we're delivering a high-stakes, hyper-targeted strategic briefing on, well, the massive ISC Computer Science syllabus shift. If you've been hearing wild rumors about Python completely invading the board exams, you are in exactly the right spot. We're going to cut through all the noise right now and give you the absolute clinical, precise intelligence you actually need.
So let's just dive right into it and figure out exactly who needs to panic and who can, completely relax. The internet is absolutely buzzing right now, and the confusion is literally at an all-time high. Everyone is asking the exact same question. Wait, am I the one who has to learn a whole new programming language right before my board exams? Let's clear the air on that immediately.
Take a look at this stark contrast. If you're in the ISC 2027 batch, meaning you're currently a Class 12 student for the 2026-2027 session, listen closely. You are strictly exempt. Just pretend you didn't hear anything. Stick entirely to your old syllabus, which is, of course, predominantly Java. Your mission hasn't changed at all. But, and this is a massive but, if you are the ISC 2028 batch, meaning you're currently in Class 11 right now, you are officially our at-risk batch. Yep, you're the guinea pigs. For you guys, Python is 100% mandatory for your board exams.
Here's what's in your briefing packet today. We'll hit the 2028 syllabus alarm, introduce your joint task force, perform some paper pattern surgery, and finally, show you how to join the United Front.
All right, moving right along to the Joint Task Force, which is really an unprecedented educational alliance. You see, we aren't just independent educators working in silos today. Nope, we have actually formed a unified joint task force. WisePlex, ICSE MasterClass, and ICSE Vibe are bringing all of our collective intelligence together. We're pooling our resources to give you the absolute ultimate notes, roadmaps, and survival strategies for this entirely new Java-Python hybrid syllabus. Bottom line, you are definitely not facing this massive transition alone.
Okay, let's scrub in for some paper pattern surgery and literally deconstruct the 70-mark theory exam.
Now, what this really brilliantly illustrates is that Java is definitely not dead, not even close. Notice how the exam is sliced up. Section A, dealing with hardware, number systems, and Boolean algebra, entirely unchanged. Section B, which is that massive core of your programming logic, still strictly Java. So please, do not throw your Java textbooks out the window just yet. The major surgery has happened exclusively in Section C, which is now entirely dedicated to Python, along with trends in computing and ethics.
So the absolute crucial takeaway here is that this new Python-centric Section C is going to account for exactly 15 marks of your 70-mark theory paper. Now, I know what you're thinking. 15 marks, that's not the end of the world. But come on, in a highly competitive board exam, those 15 marks are literally the difference between a pretty average score and a flawless 100.
Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the specific topics, we kind of need to understand the board's motive here. Why put you through this? Well, actually, it's not just to torture the Class 11 students, I promise. It's a highly calculated upgrade. The board is actively shifting away from outdated computing modules to give you genuine, modern vocational relevance. By tossing a versatile, modern language like Python into the mix alongside Java, they're laying the exact groundwork you need to step right into exploding fields like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science.
Let's actually put the old and the new side by side so you can see exactly what this Java-Python hybrid looks like out in the wild. On one side, we've got the old Section C autopsy, stuff that's been entirely cut out. On the other, the new Section C graphs, the brand new material stitched right in. Traditional file handling from Class 11, out, replaced by Python fundamentals. And for Class 12, those classic data structures like stacks and queues are gone, completely replaced by Python-specific structures like lists, tuples, and strings.
Let's get incredibly specific here. These are the exact amputations. If you're in that 2028 batch, you can literally take a red pen and cross these completely off your Section C study list right now. Traditional file handling in Class 11? Gone. The complex stacks and queues data structures? Gone. On top of that, the heavy inheritance programming that used to somehow sneak into Section C is essentially phased out to make room for all the new Python content. Conversely, these are the new graphs that you absolutely must master. You're going to need to learn Python fundamentals, think variable assignment and input-output. You'll need to wrap your head around strings, but specifically using Pythonic syntax, which, trust me, feels quite a bit different from Java. You'll be picking up lists, which are basically Python's super flexible answer to Java arrays. You'll dive into tuples, which are immutable sequences, and you'll even touch on big O notation and algorithmic complexity. Oh, and a really quick tactical aside here,
Binary trees weren't totally amputated. They still exist purely as a conceptual definition, so yeah, don't completely ignore those.
All right, let's move into our final phase, joining the united front and your tactical mobilization.
Now, I want to remind you that this explainer is a strategic briefing, not a software setup guide. We purposefully left out IDE installations, software setups, or, basic Hello World tutorials today. Why? Because right now, strategy takes absolute precedence over syntax. You literally cannot win the game if you don't even understand the board you're playing on. Today was 100% about giving you that high-level intelligence. Don't worry, we're going to tackle all the actual coding tutorials in due time across our channels.
So here's exactly what I need you to execute moving forward. Step 1, do not abandon Java. As we just saw, sections A and B are still your foundational core. Keep grinding at it. Step 2, we must wait for the official CISCE specimen papers before anyone panics. That document is going to reveal the exact question weights, like are we talking one massive 15-mark Python program or just multiple short analytical questions? We don't know yet. Step 3, like and share this briefing with every single Class 11 student you know so they aren't out there studying the wrong material. And Step 4, unite with our task force online.
I'll leave you with this thought to chew on. The roadmap is now crystal clear. You know exactly what to cut, you know what to study, and you know exactly why the board is doing this. The only thing left to do is take action. Jump right into the Telegram channels and social communities of WisePlex, ICSE MasterClass, and ICSE Vibe. We are building the absolute ultimate united front for the 2028 boards. Get in there, grab your study material, and let's get to work. Because at the end of the day, the board just changed the rules of the game. The real question is, are you going to let that defeat you, or are you going to use it to code your way right to the top?